hot minute since I have been live on here. So excited to see you all. In the meantime, I've been to New York. I've left my voice there apparently. Haven't quite brought it home with me. So excuse my huskiness. It is a funny time of year. I'm sorry, like what on earth is going on with my hair? But there's nothing I can do. It is humid as all get out outside, and then you come inside and you feel like you're in a sauna. It's so bizarre. Sydney at this time of year, it's like we're in between seasons. It's nuts. I don't know about you guys, but that's certainly my experience, and hopefully things settle down soon. And aside from that, I mean, obviously last week I was in New York where it was 12 degrees. So I'm all over the shop. Don't really quite know what I'm doing. But I really wanted to talk about a tool that I absolutely love. I was with my beautiful friend Liz from Us and the Earth on the weekend at the Palm Beach Markets. We're doing a few markets together. It's really nice to do things with friends. It's a bit, sometimes can be a bit lonely being in small business together. So it's beautiful to do that with her. She has an amazing business where she helps you get rid of all the plastics out of your home, and reduce the overwhelm with that, because it can feel a little bit like, where do I start? And she's got all the tools for that. And then, together we share and we talk about the things, because we're really all about sustainability. We're both prompted by the fact that we've got children and that we want to leave the planet in a better place and do the right thing. So it's beautiful to be working with her, and we'll also be doing some more markets before Christmas. So on Sunday, we're doing the Coogee market, which is during the day, the Best Gift Market. That is all day, 9 till 3 at Coogee. And then going straight to the Coal Loader, which is a sustainability market in Waverton. So it is in the Sustainability Centre just over the bridge, if you're coming from this side. Otherwise, it's just before the bridge if you're on that side. And it's beautiful to be able to share our products with people. But one of the biggest questions that I got asked on the weekend is, what is this and do they work? So I have to say that this little tool is a massive game changer. But people are so scared of using them. They're like, oh, I bought one and it just sits there. Don't let it sit there. And Sylvia, I'm looking at you here. They're super easy to use. We get so fixated on rules and like how to do things properly. Now I tell you, you can go on YouTube and you can watch videos that go for an hour about using this tool. Really? Are you ever going to do that? I think that that's just crazy in this sort of space. It's different if you go to a facial where someone's doing the gua sha for you. But to do it at home for an hour, I don't know many people who have that time in their life. So I love to demystify the use of this tool at home. Really what it is doing, so it comes from use in Chinese medicine. It was called a scraping tool. It was not initially used for the face, it was used for the body, and they used to use, from my understanding, Chinese or the Asian rice spoons. So those sort of bigger rice spoons, and they would use it to move energy around the body, right? So that's all we're thinking about. So when we're looking at using it on our face, what I really love to encourage people from, I guess, all of my other studies over the years is to make sure that your lymph is open first. I'm just gonna put this down for a second. So we've got major lymph points here. Hello, ladies. I know you too. So you've got the major lymph points here. Adriana, did you mean to ask to be in the video? Because you can join if you want. Just send me like something if you'd like to be. So the major lymph points here, so just above our collarbones and also under our arms. So when you first start, you can either just use your fingers to gently, now how do I describe that? So you're using like a little cupping action with your fingers, and you are priming the body to, okay, let me join you in a second. I don't even know if I've done that, but let's do it. 1 second. So you're going to prime the lymph points so that you are really just encouraging things to move through our body. And then also we can do it in our underarms by using the tool across our chest and then using the tool under your arms. I'm not going to take my shirt off and show you because that would be super weird. And then basically with the gua sha tool, you are going to, once you've primed those spots, the other thing you can do is actually, and I can't show you my feet, but you can bounce on the balls of your toes. That really like helps to open the lymph gates before you start using the tool. And then I encourage people just to do 2 or 3 minutes, 2 or 3 times a week, because otherwise it feels overwhelming to me. And I promise you that after a week or 2, you will already see a difference in the texture of your skin. So we're going to be going in an upwards direction once we've already primed that pump, and then, you know, using it on your face. Obviously, we don't want to drag our face down. Who would want to do that? That would just feel weird. But just using this tool intuitively, what feels good? The other question is, which area of it is the right one to use? Whatever feels good to you. So I really encourage you just to like take ownership of it. Don't be scared, and just like 3 to 5 minutes. Like really don't go overboard. And then once you have completed your routine, obviously you're going to do both sides of your face. I love to do in here. It helps you with the little sort of dark circles that we can get under our eyes, especially if we've been away drinking with our husband in New York. And then afterwards you're going to do that same thing where you're going to do some gentle movement over the face and neck and across our chest if we've done that area, so that we're encouraging the lymph flow out. I'm going to ask Adriana to join, and let's see what, I have no idea how this is going to go. Back, so hopefully you get that in a second, Adriana, and we can chat. Or maybe I press that button. I don't know. That button. Oh, here we go. Accept. Ta-da! Hello.
Hi, how are you?
Great. How are you?
You're good, very good.
What are you up to?
I was just randomly checking Instagram, and suddenly I saw you live. So I'm wondering what you're talking about.
Oh, cool. So I was talking about the gua sha tool. Do you have one of these at home?
Yeah. I saw. Yeah.
Yeah. And do you use it?
Not yet. I would love to use it. That's why I was watching the video, your live stuff.
You know we're still live, right? Everyone can see you.
Okay, then I will turn off.
No, don't.
Just
Stay there.
No.
Someone's saying hello to you. Who knows you?
No.
Kelly, is that a friend of yours? Don't be scared. It's all good. Everyone's friendly here.
Kelly!
Yeah. See, look, you've got friends on here.
Oh my gosh! She's my sister-in-law.
Hello, sister-in-law. Oh, you must be Pete. Anyway, sorry, we are live, so I'll just get our mouth shut. Sorry.
Hi, Kelly. How are you?
That's cool. So I'm going to assume that Kelly uses this tool, because she also said don't be scared. But yeah, they're so beautiful, and I really would love anyone to reach out to me and ask, because they just really make a huge difference in the texture of your skin, and also in just really plumping them as well, which, you know, as we, you know, get older is always good to bring a bit more of that blood flow to the surface, making sure that you've got a lot of oil on your skin so that we're not dragging too much. Kelly, if you go back, I did sort of talk about it a little bit at the beginning, but my biggest thing is just don't be scared and use it. And it really is about what's comfortable for you. So opening our lymph before we start, using the tool over our face in a way that feels good, that intuitively your body likes. I'll just point out some of the areas that I find to be really beneficial. So we get a lot of gristly feeling along the jawline when we're going along the jawline. It's really nice to support with my head. Face will go red quite quickly when I do it, because I'm so used to doing it that my body responds. But you support your skin so you're not dragging. Like we don't want to stretch that skin too much. It's not like having a baby, you know. And then when we are, so the places that are quite good are along the jawline where it's very gristly. And so you'll find that once you release all of that, it's a bit like having a massage. And when they work through those knots, that's the same thing that you're doing with this tool. So along the jawline is beautiful. You'll find sometimes when you've been a bit tense, you get a bit of this like downward turn of the mouth, and you'll find these areas here are super gristly. And then around here, and these are areas that you'll find that a lot of, and I'm going to say women because I'm a female and I'm not experienced at being a man, but these are areas that we often get sort of, I guess, changes that maybe we're not super comfortable with. The other one is between the eyebrows. So it actually just feels really nourishing and soothing to do that. So that's what I mean about using it intuitively and not really being like wedded into an exact methodology. I said I love doing this area here because this area I used to get a lot of really dark circles under my eyes. One, that can be to do with your liver. You might need to do a little bit of liver work. You know, a simple thing can be, well, there's a lot of liver detoxes out there, but even putting lemon oil in your water in the morning. I'm not a massive fan of using lemon juice because I like to have strong teeth. I've never had a filling and I want to maintain that. And lemon juice can be corrosive on the teeth. It can degrade the surface of the dentine. So I love using lemon essential oil. If you want any questions about essential oils, let us know. But that's a beautiful way to support the liver. You can also do castor oil packs. Things like that are a really beautiful way to support the liver, which will help with these dark circles under the eyes. Using the, hey Pete, you've got family on here. And then just sort of moving in this direction. And it's nice. Like, you can see it. It feels good. If you are someone that suffers from migraines, then doing it right into the hairline is beautiful. And I noticed when I was away and when I was traveling, I was doing it right up the back of my neck as well, because I was holding a lot of tension in this area. And I don't know if you have heard of that term, dowager's hump. It's such a horrible term. I'm sure if it was, sorry Pete, but I'm sure if it was a man, they wouldn't call it something so horrible. So doing this area here and releasing that, like, that's a really, do you see those people walking around with a really terrible posture? It always makes you want to really stand up straight. So it's beautiful to use the tool to release that as well. You asked how many drops of lemon oil. I like to, I've been using oils for a long time, so I'm a bit heavy-handed. I probably would go 3 or 4 drops in a glass of warm water, or even just room temperature water. I like to add a little bit of salt because I have a tendency towards dehydration, not having a large intestine. That happens, but most of us are, dehydrated, especially if we are training a lot, or if we drink alcohol or coffee or all those kind of things. So just really making sure that our electrolytes are up to standard. I actually personally take an electrolyte supplement. I sometimes use the Young Living ones, but I also love ones from Element. I can tell you where to get those here. They're my favorite. Rob Wolf is a biohacker that I think I've been following for about 10 years. He's a biochemist who's worked with Navy SEALs and all the rest of it. So he certainly knows what he's talking about. And I have felt way more energy since I've been using those using those as a supplement. But again, I've got a slightly different body system that I have to balance out. But if you are training a lot, you definitely need to look at your electrolyte balance and make sure that you're getting enough in. A lot of us are scared of salt. So the lemon oil in the morning is a beautiful way to support the liver, and looking at these dark circles under the eyes to get rid of that. Making sure that we're getting sufficient movement, making sure that we are adequately hydrated, as well as having our electrolyte balance. What other things can I say with this tool? Some people like to keep them in the fridge. I'm not a massive fan of that. I've got very sensitive skin, and I feel like if I kept this in the fridge, the difference between the warmth of the skin and the air at the moment, and then putting that on my skin, I feel like that would give me capillaries, to be honest. And trust me, nobody wants those. If you have a more robust, oily, Mediterranean type skin, that might be okay for you. But if you like it to be cooler, because it is sort of, it's a natural stone, it does warm up, especially if you've been holding it for a few minutes like I have now. But one of the things you could do is actually just put it in a glass of water and then dry it before using it on your skin. And I only say dry it so you don't drop it, because, it's a bit sad when you break the crystals. If you break your gua sha and it's made of beautiful natural stone, don't throw it away. Have them in the pot plants in the house because it seems a shame to throw them away. But of course I've dropped them. Everybody's dropped them and they're broken, and it makes us all quite sad. But that's that tool. It makes such a difference. Please don't be scared of it. Just reach out and use it. If you need any help, just shoot me a message and I will talk you through it, because this is super cool. It's like, it will make such a difference to your skin. You won't believe it. And it's super lo-fi. It's only good for you. The other thing, Liz actually was talking about that she had some pain in her hand from typing a lot. She's a very hard worker. And I said that you can use the tool on the forearm. I can't do it by, my arm's in the wrong position here, but across the top of the forearm, all into the hand. You can use that for that as well. So it's super versatile. You could also use this tool on your body. I actually prefer to use a different tool that's a bit bigger on my body, and it's the one that has the teeth on it. So I like to use the teeth to go over, these areas that can be more prone to wrinkles. because you're using those, we're just bringing more action and healing to the skin. It would be akin to using, doing some skin needling, but it's in a much safer, more gentle form. And I'm not opposed to skin needling. In fact, I do it myself, but I don't sell them because I think that they tend not to clean them properly, and I don't want to be responsible for someone irritating their skin or going too hard, because I have plenty of customers that have not yet realised that sometimes your skin just wants you to be extra gentle and not go too hard. I think that a lot of us can be, perfectionists, and we'll do more, and we sort of feel like as we get older we need to do more. My personal view and experience is that when we actually do use the right things and use less of them, our skin is naturally healing and it loves it. So, it's the barrier between us and the outside world, and we need to respect that and just not try and, I'm going to swear, shred the shit out of it. Like, what are we doing that for? Like, it's crazy. So I think there's time and a place for where you do things, and what sort of, what interventions you use. I know a lot of people sign up to these sort of, 6 weeks skin needlings at a beautician salon, and their skin is really damaged when they come out. And that really, I don't know, it just worries me a bit. I think that there's a lot of doing it in a safe, controlled, slow way is acceptable. And actually your choices are your own, so you do whatever you want. But why would we be excessively damaging our skin and then expecting it to be its best? It's just crazy, right? I always try and encourage people to think about their own skin, like when they look at children. We just see it as being perfect and, incredible as it is, and we're so in awe of it. Imagine if you looked in the mirror and you felt like that about your own skin. I mean, what have you done inside your body? Have you had children? Have you overcome illness? Have you overcome tragedies in your life? Like, this is the only body that we have to live in, and we've really got to respect and love it and know that it actually gets really, it works hard in the world, and just putting a bit more love and kindness towards ourselves rather than like, oh, I'm going to scrape the hell off this, if you know what I mean. Anyway, if any of you are local, would love to see you at the Coogee Markets on Sunday. So that's 9 till 3. And then if you're on the north side, Waverton will be from 3 till 8 p.m. So then Liz and I are going to do a bit of a share crossover there. But we'd love to see you come down. You can try your Stripey Horse products in the flesh. I will have samples there. I did actually sell out, and I had no labels to be able to sell things at Palm Beach, but I have an incredible printer who is helping me out and getting me all sorted out for the weekend. So I'll have lots of product to sell. And then so that's 2 markets, and then the third one is the Paddington Markets on the 21st of December. I'm pretty sure that's 9 a.m. till 10 p.m. So if you are around then, I will be there with Liz, and we'll be bringing all the Christmas cheer, and would love to help you gift some beautiful, sustainable things to your friends, family, and loved ones. But any questions on skin, hit me up in the messages. And it's beautiful to be back. So thank you so much for joining today. Thank you, Adriana, for jumping on live, even though I don't think you meant to, but thank you. It was beautiful, and have a wonderful, what day is it? Wednesday. I'm still a little bit not quite sure that I'm back yet, but have a wonderful Wednesday afternoon. See you, everyone. Bye.